Hi everyone, this is Eileen from Eileen Stuffs, and today we are going to be working my budget with my September 1st paychecks. If you are new to my channel, welcome, and if you are returning, welcome back. I am a cash budgeter and stuffer here on YouTube, and I am working on paying off debt as well as building up an emergency and sinking funds. If that is something that you're interested in and you haven't already, please consider subscribing below. This was another nice chunk of money. This is the last time I will get 2 paychecks though. This is the last paycheck from my old job. They were a month behind, so I'm pretty sure this one's it. And then, you know, my new job's kind of kicking along, so we have my regular paycheck. But it's definitely been nice to have the extra money, and starting the 15th, I guess I'll get to see what my normal paychecks are going to be with my new job. So as always, I will zoom you in. And as always, I'm going to keep pay 1 as my old job, pay 2 as my new job, just for continuity. So pay 1 was my old job. That check was $1,221.75. And then pay 2 was my new job, and that pay was $3,102.50. Very nice. So I'm going to put them down here so I can do the total. All right, so we're going to add those together and see what my total pay was for September 1st. My total pay was $4,324.25. I totally blanked out that I already wrote it down here. Definitely need to take out a chunk because estimated taxes, I think the reality is if I'm going to be making more money with my new job, I'm going to be owing more for taxes. So as I'm trying to avoid owing like I do for last year, and thankfully 2021's been taken care of, but now we're on to 2022, we are definitely focusing on 30%. So 30% was like $1,200 and some change, but I think I decided, so estimated taxes, I'm going to take out $1,200 minus the $1,200 for taxes. So I will end up with $3,124.25 after taxes. I've said this in other videos, but September 1st, we're here new. I am now the sole lease owner on my property. And I know a lot of people were asking, am I going to show my moving or anything? I'm actually not moving. I'm staying where I am. I signed another year and my rent has gone up to $1,700. So it's on me now, but my ex who is moving out, he is staying a few extra days. So he did give me some prorated rent plus, you know, he owed utilities since those are a month behind. So he did give me $209.98. However, I need to I did some extra spending. The food and some other things. So I'm going to just put what's in the bank right now because I spent a little bit of that and my rollover. So what I have in the bank is actually $198.06. I didn't want to put the full amount and mess myself up. Although I do have to say, some of this was just stuff like I'm working longer hours. I'm trying to get into my groove. I had $41 I needed to go. I actually just went food shopping yesterday. This is all like getting coffee. I got dinner one night. So, you know, things I shouldn't be spending. I'm still I'm hoping once I kind of get in the groove of living on my own and getting my own routine, I can kind of do better. But I think right now I'm still a little bit in transition mode, if I can make an excuse for myself. So this is really like food shopping, coffee, dinner. I think that was lunch. That was probably lunch, coffee. So I had $81.98 in the bank at that time, and then I spent all this, and it actually ended up dipping into $11 into what he gave me as well. So I definitely failed there. And it's funny because I've been watching financial audit a lot on YouTube, and I was like, man, this is totally the stuff that people do when they do financial audit. And he's like, what are you doing? Are you going to get Starbucks? I was like, man, I should do my own financial audit with this because it would probably be good for me to see what I'm doing so I can kind of nip this in the bud. So tell me, would you guys be interested in seeing that? It's embarrassing to do, I'm not going to lie, but it might be good for me moving forward since I have more responsibility now. I can't do these things anymore. And not only did it take my rollover, my 81 in rollover, but it also dipped into my 209. So I have 198.06 left. I just thought I'd be transparent and let you guys know. Not only do I not have rollover, but I dipped into my money, my other money, because there was just 6 purchases I made this week, just not paying attention. And it has to stop. It's really definitely those sneaky little things that take away your money. And I just don't want to do that anymore. Okay, we're going to move on. When I add what's left in my bank, which is 198.06, it brings me to a total of $3,322.31, and that is what we're working with today. And I'm like, yeah, this is nice. It's still pretty high, even though I've taken out $1,200. So that makes me feel pretty happy. I've already taken out a huge chunk for taxes, and we still got a pretty penny to work with. This is making me feel good because, like I said, I'm just on my own now, living my life, trying to do my thing. So girl needs that money. Essentially house poor, I think. I make good money, but I also have so much debt right now that it's really just, I guess this is the name of the game here. Pull it together, Eileen. Okay. All right, so now we're going to bring this down to a zero budget. My rent, like I said, is $1,700. So after I paid that, I had $1,622.31, and the checks are there because I've already paid it rent and it's already came out of my account. So my bank account is actually saying 162231 right now, and so rent's done. Just got to get the other bills. I have 101.51 for the electric. I was like, why is that so high? But it's because we've been running the little air conditioner in the living room. It gets hot in this house, and my poor dog. So we have like one little air unit in the living room, and that's where Riley hangs out. So she's cool during the day, but now that it's September, that won't be necessary for much longer. So that bill should go down, especially with it just being me in the house. I'm assuming the electric bill, is probably going to drop a lot. Our gas was $16.59. So that brought it down to $1,504.21. Water bills, pretty standard at $75.15. So that brings it down to $1,429.06. This has been the pretty standard range for 2 people. So again, I'm curious to see how does this bill change when it just becomes me in the home. My phone bill is pretty normal, $106.75, and that brings me down to $1,322.31, and then my health insurance is $50.70. So another set bill, which is $1,271.61 left. My furniture credit card is $30, so that is $1,241.61. Okay, I have call for student loans. So my Nelnet student loans have been $84 for the longest time, and I don't know if it's because things are changing with student loans. I all of a sudden had a bill for like $600. I was in shock. I don't know. I was told that when the student loan freeze ended, my total would only be $300 and something a month, and now the bill's like over $600. And it's not even, one of the student loans hasn't even started yet, I don't think. So I need to call Nelnet. I'm guessing it's just the haywireness of student loans starting. So I don't even know what I owe anymore. I do know that that's a huge bill that just popped up, and I've been really steadily making the $86.58 a month. So for it to jump up was like shock. My goal is to leave a chunk of money in my bank account. So just in case there's something I need to do with them to get things right, I'll have the money sitting here. I just didn't know what to pull. I don't know what's going on, if that was a fluke or what happened. But I mean, I was definitely not expecting that. I'm hoping that'll get resolved, but I am planning on leaving a chunk of money just in case. But for now, we're going to skip it. Sorry, that was like kind of rambly, but I was just in shock when I saw that. Because I know I've been paying every month what it was telling me, and I just can't believe the jump. Maybe it is all of them. Maybe that is the jump, but whoa. Or I don't know if they charged you back interest. I have no idea what's going on. Okay, this was an error. I wrote this down twice. And I meant to white this out. Let me see. I wrote that on the wrong line. Okay. That was not supposed to be there. That was for doing a Snowball payment, but I didn't put any set number there. Wanted to see what I was left over with. I do have Easy Pays. After I pay that, it brings me down to $1,110.53. I put 50 in my car because I actually, middle of August, I took out 70 for gas. So I just filled my car up and I still have like a little over half a tank. So I'm pretty good with gas, but I just figured I'm just going to earmark $50 just in case when I get, you know, in the next week or two, if it starts going down, which it will, I have $50 earmarked just in case I get low on gas before the 15th comes around. So we'll just keep that chilling in the bank. So when all is said and done, I'm talking paying taxes, paying rent, paying utilities, paying bills, I still have $1,060.53. This is a new phenomenon for me. I'm gonna move this to the bottom since I probably should, if I don't know what I'm gonna do, I should put that line last. So let me do Snowball. So I'm having a thought about my Snowball credit cards. I've been paying the least amount first, which is kind of what they tell you. But I think because my one credit card is so high, I've just kind of been wondering if I should switch it up. I don't know. I always go back and forth with this. I want to do right, but I feel like, I don't know. It's not feeling right, I guess. So part of me is debating, should I snowball my least amount or should I just start throwing extra money towards the most amount? I really hate that I keep going back and forth with this because part of my channel is paying off debt and I feel like I'm flailing a little. I really do. And I think this is part of managing money and learning how to manage money. And I knew nothing when I started this channel. You're basically watching me learn and grow. You're watching me go through the growing pains of it. So definitely, and like I said, even with the extra things, right? I'm just still making mistakes. So anyway, would I be better off to throw a chunk of money towards the big card or should I keep going with my little card? And I also want to leave extra for my student loan because I don't know what's going on with that payment and I won't be able to call. So let's think, what would be the smart thing to do? The smart thing to do right now, just in this week, this moment, will be to figure out what's going on with my student loan, why it jumped up from 86 to like hundreds. And if I do end up needing to pay a chunk of money to get everything right again, I think it would be wise to have that money in the bank. So I think because of that, I'm going to, and I really hate saying this, but I know my next check on the 15th is going to be very good as well. So I'll be able to do the credit card payment pretty big. So since I have this unknown here, I think I'm going to skip this month and the extra money, like if they tell me I owe, like I do owe 300 or 400, then I need to have that money. And so that's kind of what my head's doing right now. I hope that makes sense. We'll pick up the Snowball again on the 15th, but right now I think I'll focus on this. We're down to $1,060.53. I want to leave half of that in the bank. So I think what I'm going to do is leave $560.53 in the bank. Because even if I can make a deal with them and say, okay, can I, you know, if this is the new normal for this because of the freeze ending, at least I could make something for them now and then, I don't know. I just have to talk to them. $560.53 in the bank. So that gives me cash of $500, which we're going to move to wallet and sinking funds. Let me fill that wallet sinking fund page out really quick and I will be right back. As I was writing this out, I remembered that my medicine was due. It refilled. It's sitting there at the pharmacy waiting for me to pick it up and I owe $99, which I totally forgot. And I don't think I don't know why I thought I had another month for that, but let me see what I actually have saved for that. I have 10, 20, 30, 35, 40. So it's 99 and I have 40 in cash. Medicine, I need to leave 59, which is kind of that 60. So it still leaves me with 500, which is what I wanted. So I just, you know, the extra 60 I threw in. Yeah, 560.53 minus 59. So my wait, that should not be a negative. 560.63 minus the 59, the extra that I didn't save for in my envelope. That brings me to 501.63. So we have minus medicine. Total is 501.63 left in the bank. Okay. And this I'll just put in the bank so I can go pick up my medicine today. So which means this is zeroed out. So I unstuffed. I just went food shopping yesterday, like I said, where I pulled from my miscellaneous. I have stuff in the freezer. So actually I probably won't need to go shopping again for another 4 or 5 days. So instead of doing 200, I think I'll do the 180. Right, so we have 500 minus 180, which is 320. So I'm supposed to go out with a friend this weekend. We're not gonna do anything fancy, but I wasn't I think I'm gonna have to pay for parking downtown. I don't want to spend too much, to be honest, but I think what I'll do is I'll take out 30. That'll be 290, and then I'll do my usual 20, that way, just in case I need it. But I was thinking at the most, maybe I'll buy like 1 drink. I really don't want to spend a bunch of cash, but I don't want to not go out. Like, I'm socializing, I think, is important. So I just want to have that there. So that brings me down to 270 for sinking funds. I'm going to focus on the important. So bills, medical, I'll skip because it's an unstuffed month. My car is obviously important. My mom is important. Those are the big 3. So I have 270. I really want that bill money. So I'm going to take out 50 for bill money because that's my emergency fund. I'll do 20 for savings. Just not even thinking about shopping or giving right now, even though, I probably should. So this is 220. This is 200. Definitely, at least giving, but Riley, I'll do 15. So that brings me down to 185. I'm going to put 20 towards my car, which is 165. Okay, this is where I want to do. This is for my mom. I really want to pay her back. I'm going to do 100 for my mom, which brings me down to 65. I'll do 15 in secret stash because I just love that secret stash money, man, always comes in handy. So that's 50. That's 50 towards savings challenges. And so once I do the 50, we have our 0 base budget. Okay. I'm going to run through these numbers really quick, make sure everything is right. Honestly, I'm feeling unsure because this is just a higher amount that I'm used to working with. Like the ante's been upped a little with bills. Just double check my numbers. I'll be right back. And yeah, everything works out to 0. So there you go. I was actually thinking about how it's crazy that even when you have more money, it still feels like everything disappears. And then I was thinking, I guess this is what Dave Ramsey means when he talks about give every dollar a purpose, right? So I could have not given $1,000 that were extra any purpose, and then who knows how I would have spent it. Because as I've shown you guys with my kind of what I did last week, if I don't have a purpose for it, it kind of goes away. That's like a big I don't want to say problem, but that's definitely still a big concern that I need to work on for myself. And just, changing this to having no purpose to having a purpose with what's going to be, all this stuff makes a difference. So I don't know why that was kind of hit me hard. Like, this is what they mean when they say give every dollar a purpose, because you need to know what you're doing with your money. Okay, I'm going to fill this out real quick. So food is 180. And again, we're going to keep the theme of splitting it up into week 1 and week 2. That gets us 250s for 100, and then 20, 40, 60, 80. Going out is 30. I'm just going to do a 20 and a 10. Oh, I totally put that in the wrong. Miscellaneous is a 20. I'm just going to do a 20 this time because, like I said, I'm just going to bring it on Saturday in case I need it. Hoping I don't need that much because I'm going to try not to spend, but we're going to have it there just in case. Bills is a 50, so we can just give it a 50. Savings is a 20, so we'll do a 20. Riley, 15. 10 and 5. Car is a 20. Family is 100. I was like, oh, should I just do a $100 bill? I never do those. That might be kind of fun, just for like cash stuffing sake. So I think I'll just grab 100 bill. Secret stash is a 15, so I have a 10 and a 5. My savings challenges is a 50, but of course we need to break that up. I think I'll do a 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. So in total we have 100, 3 50s, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 20s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 10s, 5 5s, and 5 1s. And this should add up to 500. Let's make sure we do that. All right, so we have 100 plus 150, 9 times 20, so that's 180. 4 10s is 40, 5 5s is 25, 5 1s is 5. That equals error. Okay, that, what did I do? Okay, 100 plus 150, 180, 40, 25, and 5. Please equal 500. Okay, we did. We got it. Okay, you guys. Wait, that is not the way I want it to look. I really need to make my little reusable sheets. So the total is 500. So we have 5 1s, 5 5s, 4 10s, 9 20s, 3 50s, and for the first time ever, we have one $100 bill. And I don't know why I put the 500 over there. I don't know. Okay, now we're gonna get ready for work. We're gonna pop off at the bank, grab this, do our cash stuffing, and move on with the next 2 weeks, pay the bills, and pray for good health and good fortune to keep going on this path. Because I think once I get some of the weird stuff, like what's happening with the loans and everything, you know, once I get the stuff sorted out and get in a groove, I think that if things stay this way, then I might have some peace in life, hopefully. Okay, you guys, we are done. I thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a nice weekend and a nice Sunday. I will see you in my next video. Bye.